inequality is the root of all insecurity. That's why most people are uncomfortable living without fences, without being guarded by security people. It's because of inequality. And I would hope that this is something that we really take seriously. Then we also managed to get a very good experience of public expenditure. We visited the Danish Parliament, and on the way to the Parliament, we were actually being shown different ministers riding their bicycles, going to the house. And we went, actually we took photos in their parking lot, and it was all bicycles. And on the way they were telling us, you would see them parking their bicycles, and then they were introducing us to Honorable so-and-so, we are going to meet her in the house. They were riding their bicycles, and that is all. So I felt that is a very good, it's a very good practice that we could really adopt. At the end of the day, I appreciated why we were taken to Denmark. Really, at the end of, because looking at public expenditure and all this drama, I think it was a very good example. And then, finally, is the principle on SDGs, the principles that are governing SDGs, like the interrelatedness and interconnection between the SDGs. We also had a very good experience of how everyone can be brought on board. We were able to understand and appreciate that actually it is not just about political actors or certain professions that are in local governments, but everyone has a role to play in the attainment of the SDGs. For instance, the other building that collapsed on people, how are our architectures actually aware that they are also part of this achieving the SDGs? And then, looking at the groups that have been pointed out, we were actually made to understand that some of the groups are disadvantaged because of disability or geography, and or even by design and infrastructure. So how are we bringing on board our engineers, our architectures? How are the teachers? Actually, do you know that some of the problems we suffer in this country is because of the one group that Dr. Byambisha has pointed out, the ones that are the poor working group. He has called them the poor working group, that one, the teachers. Because I don't see how a disgruntled teacher will produce a very, engineer or doctor. And that's why at the end of the day, even the quality of our education, I keep telling people that these UPE children and those children that are disadvantaged with anything, they will also make it through. They will make it through by whatever means. But these are people you find in offices who are really angry, you know, but they make it through. And you don't know where you'll find that person. You can find that person on your bed in the hospital. Okay, I don't want to scare. I want to conclude, Mr. Moderator, by now discussing about the joint initiative and our plans as champions. We plan to work together with everyone to actually also help you live the experiences that we have lived. And we are asking actually for your cooperation so that we can move together. And then, of course, we are already faced with a few challenges. For example, the challenge of having to break down the SDGs. The other day someone was asking me, what is SDG in Luo? And my friend needed help to tell me something. But even up to now, I'm trying to, you know, but it's the same issue with Uganda. People asking us. And then the other thing is helping the local person appreciate that this is part of them. You know, SDGs were packaged in some kind of international. This is a program that I hear was launched in New York. So at the end of the day, how does a person in, there is a village here, that the person in that village, how do they feel that they are part of this journey? It's actually a task that we are grappling with, and we hope that the different actors continue to support us. We are hoping that the government of Denmark doesn't stop now, because as you can see, the journey is still big. How do we break down? I interact with a few girls. Sometimes I train migrant workers, but actually I've discovered that some of these girls cannot even define wealth in the local context. And they're just running away, because for them they think that 900,000 shillings is a lot of money. So these are some of the things that we are trying to do to ensure that up to the last person down, they all appreciate the SDGs and they are able to actually live them. I thank you very much.